What's happening, you guys? It's Ralphie, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the top 10 best products to start reselling this upcoming spring and summer season. So I just want to dive right into it. I don't want to waste any of your guys' time. You guys are here to be able to find the best products and the reason behind it, why you guys should be reselling these products. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, the factors that we're going to go ahead and cover to determine how good a product is are going to be several factors. Number one, demand. Number two, the variety. Number three, the profit. Number four, the sale rate. Number five, the return rate. Then we have number six, the reoccurring rate. That's big. That's huge right there that none of these other resellers will go ahead and talk about because they haven't actually resold. I have, so I know what I'm talking about. You guys can tell by the way I'm talking, by the things that I'm talking about, that, okay, this guy knows a little bit about what he's actually teaching. He has actually done what he's teaching. So I hope you guys find that valuable and, important. So going on, I think we left off with reoccurring rate. Then we're going to talk about the saturation and the overall rating for the product. And as you can see, it has green for the best, yellow for kind of mid, whatever, and then red for not good at all. So once again, just to clarify, the list is basically going to be off of my own experience and my members' experience, my mentees' experience, my family's experience, reselling these products. So let's get right into it, and let me bring this guy up here. There we go. All right, now let's get into the first product. Remember, this is for the upcoming spring and summer season. So if you see something like Spider and Denim Tiers at number 10, it's because, again, it's for this specific season. So remember that. Now, getting into the demand, there's going to be iffy demand with these hoodies, and the reason behind it is because summer. Nobody's going to want big coats, big jackets, big hoodies in the summer. All right, they're going to want things like shirts, like shorts, glasses, those type of things. Hoodies aren't really a summer thing, so that's why these are being ranked at number 10. The variety, there's a good amount of variety for these, but again, for the season, it's iffy, right? You're not going to have a lot of things that people are going to want. Good variety of hoodies that people are going to want throughout the summer. Now, profit, you can make iffy profit with these. The reason behind it is because there's so many people selling these hoodies, Spider and Denim Tier, that they're simply just going to be undercutting you. And when they're undercutting you in your local marketplace market, that's going to then make you, because you're going to want to make the sales, right, and keep your clients, keep your customers, you're then going to have to bring down your price lower than the other guys' price so you can make the sale. Meaning you're going to actually have less profit margins, which isn't the best. Now, the sale rate is going to be iffy. You can make some good sales with these throughout the summer and the spring season. But again, it's not as good compared to the winter season and the fall season. The return rate is good. You don't really have a lot of people returning these products, these hoodies, so you're good on that. The reoccurring rate, not a lot of people during the warm season are going to want to come back for these more and more. Again, it's warm. There's no need for it. So the saturation, you guys already know it's not good at all. Everybody is selling these products. So yeah, that's the iffy thing about that. Overall, these hoodies are going to be mid throughout the warm season. You can still make sales with them. That's why they're on this list at number 10. But again, they're iffy. All right, now bringing it home at number 9 are going to be the Supreme bags. Now, I actually love these bags because, number one, they're just a cool product, and you can get them for so cheap. Now, I'm going to get into that just in a second. Let's go ahead and go over the demand. Now, the demand is iffy on these. You can have a lot of people who want them, but again, there isn't a crazy amount of people who like these products. But you can definitely still make sales. My uncle loves these. A couple of my buddies wouldn't really wear them, but I know a ton of people who would. So again, the demand is iffy. The variety, it's great. There's a lot of variety, a lot of different colors, as you can see right here. And these are only the two different types of Supreme bags that you can get. There's multiple other different versions that you can go ahead and get for yourself. And that's why I have the variety at green. Profit is amazing, because you can get these bags as little as maybe like $5 to $12, maybe $15, and it's awesome. They're insane. So these bags are incredible. It's guaranteed profit, and yeah, personally, I love them. They're a great purchase. They might take a little bit longer to sell, but when you do sell them, you're making instant profit. Now, the sale rate is iffy again. Not everybody likes these bags, but there is still a good amount of people who do. The return rate, nobody's going to be returning these bags. You don't have to worry about that. Recurring rate, you're not going to get a ton of people coming back for more and more. You definitely might, but you know, with these bags, it's iffy. The saturation, these products aren't really saturated. There is a couple people who are selling these and who promote this, you know, other resellers out there that are talking about these bags. But overall, they're not saturated at all compared to some of the other products. So I give that a green. Overall, this is more of a mid product, but it's like mid high tier. You know what I mean? It's not a green product. It's not the best product to sell, but it's definitely a good product, and I wouldn't shy away from these. I definitely recommend them, and I like them overall. So yeah, these are the Supreme bags. Right now, product number 8 are going to be the Airpods. Let's get into it. The demand on these are still crazy. A ton of people still love Airpods, so that's why the demand is very good. Variety, there's not a crazy amount of variety. Obviously, there's different type of Airpods, and I'm also going to throw in the Air Maxes into the mix as well, just because they're so similar. So the variety is mid. It's not crazy. The profit, you can't make insane profit on these, but because the sale rate is insane, you know, over time, once you sell a good amount of quantity of this type of product, you can really on each individual sale, you're not making a crazy amount, but there's a ton of demand. So again, the sale rate, as we're going into the sale rate next up, sale rate is really good. You can make a lot of sales with these. I have somebody in my premium Discord. Shout out to my man Keikoa. He's over in Hawaii and he's going crazy with Airpods right now. I don't know if nobody else is selling Airpods on the island like him, but he's making a ton of sales. So shout out to Keikoa. And the return rate, it's iffy. If the Airpods don't work, if you don't have a good supplier, and also if you guys do need a high quality trusted supplier, I'll go ahead and leave a link to my website down below, RAF Resells. And if not, you can go ahead, go to my Instagram. I have it in the link in my bio on my Instagram, or you can go ahead and check it out down below. And yeah, if you need high quality trusted suppliers, you can check it out. But yeah, if you don't have good AirPods, the return rate is going to be iffy. If you do have good high quality AirPods, you're not really going to get any complaints and you'll be good to go. Now, the reoccurring rate is iffy. Sometimes you'll have a good amount of people who want to come back and buy more, but for the most part, not really. That's why I have it at mid. The saturation, these AirPods are super oversaturated, as you guys already know. But again, because the sale rate and the demand is still very high, that's why AirPods are at number 8 on my list, because you can still make money with them, okay? You might have to sell more of them, but they definitely still do work, and it's more of a beginner item, so I recommend it for my beginners out there. Overall, it's mid, but it's still a high mid-tier product, and yeah, you can still make a lot of money with them. All right, now number 7 are going to be the Jordan 4s and SB Dunks. Whichever SB Dunks they are, majority of them, like the Orange Lobsters, the Blue Lobsters, the popular ones, you know, the Dodger Dunks, Philly Dunks, and then the Jordan 4s like Black Cats and, you know, Military Blacks, Pine Greens. These sell really good, especially for the spring and summer. These are going to be awesome. Believe me when I say that. Now, the demand, there is certainly a demand for these shoes, 100%. There's a ton of variety for these type of shoes, which is awesome. That's a green flag because that really helps with the saturation. It's hard for these products to really get crazy saturated just because there's so many options out there, if that makes sense. The profit, I kind of have it in the middle. You can make awesome profit with these products. There's a big opportunity, but again, there's also a mid opportunity. You can make a lot, but again, there are some people who don't make crazy profits, maybe like $50 off of them, which is kind of mid, but the opportunity, you can make 80 plus, 100 plus on these shoes every single day. So a sale rate, there's a ton of people who would want these products, who would want these shoes. So the sale rate is great. The return rate is great. You're not going to have a lot of people returning these, maybe every now and then, but really you're not going to have a ton. Recurring rate, this is key. Now, in your reselling business, you want to have products where you can build a clientele off of. Shoes is huge in your LTV, or long-term value. The long-term value of a client is worth $1 million. I would rather have 5 really high quality long-term clients than 20 who come to me every now and then, who just come buy a couple things and then I don't see them for a couple months. I would rather have recurring buyers who have a much higher long-term value, who come back maybe every paycheck, right? That's a lot more valuable. The actual quality of the sales are going to be so much easier, and it's just simple money in your pocket. Now, saturation, they're a little bit saturated. It's not crazy. It's more on the mid-low end of saturation. But yeah, there's still a ton of money in these. There's still a ton of opportunity. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and say these are a great product to sell during the spring and summer season. So I 100% recommend. All right, you guys, and also I'm going to try and speed up the video. I realize we're at 11 minutes, so almost 12, so I'm going to try and make it a little bit quicker for you guys. Now, coming at number 6 are going to be streetwear shorts, all right? Things like root shorts, Eric Emanuel, gallery deb, denim tiers, stuff like that. These are going to be awesome during the spring and summer season because it's hot. People want to wear something that's comfortable, you can breathe in, and it's warm. So the demand during the season, it's going to be great. The variety, there's a ton of variety in these shorts, so you can't go wrong with them, right? Profit, it's not going to be crazy profit, but again, going into the sale rate, because the sale rate during this season is going to be so high, everybody is going to be wanting these products, these specific items. You can make some good money doing it. On each individual sale, you might not make a ton, but you can definitely make a lot of money. Now, the return rate, it's great. You're not going to get a lot of people who return these, which is great. The recurring rate, it's not crazy. You're going to have some people who are going to want more from you. But again, it's not like shoes. You're not going to be having people who are I'm losing my words, people who are addicted to, wanting to get every single pair of shoe in the the selection or the category, whatever, like the orange lobsters. They don't want to get every single lobster dunk. It's not really similar to shorts, so that's why I have the recurring rate at yellow. Saturation, these will be saturated if I'm going to be honest, but again, because there's such a high demand, because there is a high variety and a big sale rate, you can still make a lot of money with these. So that is why overall these are a great product to sell throughout this season. All right, and coming at number 5 are going to be streetwear shirts. Chrome Hearts, Gallery Dep. You have, what are the other ones? Bape, all of that other stuff. These are going to be great products to sell throughout the season. Again, same thing with the shorts. It's hot. People want something cool to wear, clean to wear. They want to look good, so they're going to want these type of brands. So the demand, great variety is going to be awesome. There's a ton of variety in these type of clothing, in this, in these shirts. The profit, you can make a little bit more money than the shorts on these for the profit wise. So profits are going to be awesome. The sale rate, a ton of people are going to want them, so you're going to make a lot of sales. The return rate is great. You're not going to have a lot of people returning them. The recurring rate, again, you're going to have some people who want more, but it's not like shoes. It's not going to be crazy for the recurring rate. And then overall saturation, they will be saturated, which is which is a little bit unfortunate. Everybody's going to want to sell these items, but again, because the demand, the variety, the sale rate are all high, you can make a lot of money with it. So overall, this is a great product to start reselling throughout the summer and the spring season. All right, coming at number 4 are going to be colognes. Now, why are colognes such a great product to sell throughout this type of season? The demand is there. A ton of people want colognes. The variety, there's so many different type of colognes to the point where, yes, they are saturated, but there's so many different ones where if Creed Aventus is super oversaturated, you can go ahead and start selling, YSL or I'm forgetting the other one, Replica, for example. So that is why, colognes are going to be so awesome. The variety, there's a ton of variety. Profit, you can make good profit with colognes. Now, because there's going to be a lot of saturation with it, as I get down here, that's why the price of these colognes, even though you can make a lot of money with them, you might get undercut exactly the same thing, the same situation where I was talking about with the spider hoodies. There's so many people doing it where people are going to get desperate for sales. They're going to go down in price, which is then going to make you go down in price to be able to make the sale. So that's why I put the profit at, a little bit mid, but again, you can still make a ton of money with these individually. The sale rate is awesome. A ton of people are going to buy. You're not going to have a lot of people who return them. There are a couple people who might. That's why I have it as yellow. But yeah, the reoccurring rate is iffy again. Not really so much, but you might have some people who want more and more. The saturation, as I said earlier, it's red. The colognes are just going to be super saturated, but because the demand, the variety, and sale rate is good, you can definitely do it. Now, overall, these are going to be a great product to start selling throughout this season. Number 3 are going to be the Travis Scott sneakers. Now, the Travis Scotts are an amazing product to sell because everybody wants them. They're so exclusive. When you're selling these, it's amazing. Now, getting into it, there's a ton of demand, a ton of variety, a ton of profit in these. You can make awesome profits. The sale rate, you're going to make a ton of sales with them. The return rate is amazing. You're not going to get a lot of people who return them. Reoccurring rate, this is key. You're going to have a much greater LTV or long-term value, lifetime value of your customers who buy these products, because people who buy shoes, they're going to want more and more and more. Recurring, amazing. Saturation, they're not crazy saturated. You can still get into these and just be awesome, right? So the saturation isn't crazy. But again, people are starting to realize with these shoes, overall, amazing product. Amazing product to get into, especially for this upcoming season. And again, if you need suppliers, if you need high quality and trusted suppliers to get any of these products, you can go ahead, link down below. I'll link my website you can get these vendors for to be able to get these products, or you can check out my Instagram at raf.resells, and yeah, you'll see it there. Now, number 2 are going to be luxurious shoes or luxury shoes. Same thing, same exact thing with the Travis Scotts pretty much. These shoes go crazy. There's a ton of demand, a ton of variety, so it's hard to really get it saturated. A ton of profit. The sale rate, you're going to get a ton of people who want these shoes again because they're the cool thing out, The real thing with the Travis Scotts, people are going to want to come back and buy more and buy more and buy more. The saturation, these aren't saturated at all. There is a good amount of people who are selling them, but it's not saturated. Trust me on that. You can make a ton of money with these. And again, if you need the vendors to get these products or any of them, feel free to check the link down below or in my Instagram. And overall, this is a great product to start selling. Now, the number 1 product to start selling throughout the summer and the spring season are gonna be glasses. Let me explain why. Glasses demand a ton of demand. People are going to be out. They're going on vacation, right? They want to go to the beach. They need some sunglasses. They want to look good. They want to get, the best type of sunglasses like these over here or these ones. They're going to go crazy. Men and women, you can sell to both. They're awesome. The demand, I can't speak. The demand is going to be there. The variety, a ton of different sunglasses you can sell. Awesome. The profits, you can get these. When you sell them, you're going to make awesome profits. The sale rate is great. A ton of people are going to want glasses. Almost everybody, men and women, dudes and girls, all of them will want them. The recurring rate, not going to be crazy. You're not going to have a lot of people coming back for them like the shoes, but they're still awesome. The return rate, nobody's going to return them. I think I skipped over that. Saturation, they are going to be a little bit saturated. I'm going to be honest, but because everybody's going to want them, there's a ton of demand, variety, and sale rate. You don't have to worry about that. Overall, I think these are going to be the best products to start selling throughout this season. Again, because they're super easy to sell. You can make a ton of money. And this is something that everybody will want. So, again, that is why glasses are at my number 1 spot. And that's going to wrap up the video. I'm sorry this was a little bit of a longer one. It's just I was talking, going over every single little category, little aspect. I hope this video helped for you guys. I hope this video really gave you guys some insight so you can make some money with reselling. I wish you guys the absolute best. I want you guys to make some money and just kill it in your reselling game. So If you guys like me, if you guys like these type of videos with just the straight information, giving you guys exactly what you want, please let me know down in the comments below. Like if you want more of these videos, if you want other type of videos or anything like that, I want to give you guys the best type of information for you guys to be successful and just make a ton of money exactly like how I did. Now, if you guys want one-to-one mentorship or mentoring by myself, you guys can go ahead and check out my Instagram. I have a secret word. It's called mentor. DM me the word mentor and you can go ahead and apply for my one-to-one mentorship. If you want to get inside of my free Discord, you can go ahead and get in there. It's completely for free. I'll leave the link down below. There's also a premium version that gives you everything that you need. All of the vendors to be able to get these products, the guides, help, tools, and etc. And of course, if you just want the vendors, you can feel free to check the link down below. Go to my website, raf.resells.com. I believe it's raf.resells.com or rafa.resells. You'll see down below. But yeah, I wish you guys the best. I want you guys to make the most amount of money reselling. And yeah, that's going to be it for me.